Hello, my friends, and welcome once again to LegalBiz Cafe. I am your host, attorney Shaune B. Arnold. I know from a very personal perspective that it takes a lot to be an entrepreneur in terms of your mindset. It takes a lot to get up every day, to do the things that you're supposed to do every day, to perform every day, even when you don't feel right. LegalBiz Cafe is designed to help you with these issues. I also host Your Business Accelerated, where I deliver the hardcore business operations knowledge you need to be a successful entrepreneur. You really need to check out those episodes if you're running a business. Think about it. I've been a business consultant for 40 years and a business attorney for 30 of those 40 years. The information you get on Your Business Accelerated comes from these perspectives. It's invaluable guidance. Today on LegalBiz Cafe, I want to talk about manifestation. Robert McAfee wrote the book Manifesting for Non-Gurus. I want to overlay over some of the things that Robert McAfee has to say with some things that Neville Goddard has written on thinking in the fourth dimension. That's right. We're going full on woo-woo today. Many people are struggling to either get themselves into business, to truly get their business off the ground, or frankly, to stay in business. If they've been in business for a while, many of them have probably stood, looking in the mirror long and hard, asking themselves, how can I make this happen? There has to be a way. Now, we're all familiar with the law of attraction and the movie The Secret. I think that we're all attracted to the notion of getting the desires of our heart, but so many of us have no idea how to make those things happen. We wonder if maybe it's all done by magic, or if maybe there are just some people that Providence smiles upon. Perhaps some people just stumble onto the formula, the secret, and the rest of us just sort of mire in the muck all of our lives and never really discover what that secret is, why we're here, and what we're meant to do on this planet. I struggled with entrepreneurship for a long time before starting my own firm. As a professional who was in service to entrepreneurs, I saw that dream of entrepreneurship manifesting for other people. In my mind, I wanted to manifest that for myself, but didn't quite know how to make that happen. You see, I say that I was a baby bird for more than 20 years. My mouth was wide open, and my employers were feeding me checks. I hadn't spent the last check, and they were feeding me the next check. Now, while that is an enviable problem to have to some people, it left me very vulnerable. I had all the confidence in the world about practicing law, but no confidence about seeking clients. I could call you and talk to you all day long about your business. What I couldn't do was call you and talk to you about my business. I didn't have the confidence to ask for the business, to ask for the money. I never had to. I spent the majority of my career on the 45th floor. Clients knew my value before they ever got to me. I never had to express my value to a prospect. I never had to tell them why they should hire me rather than the attorney down the street. This was enormously painful. It paralyzed me and kept me from starting my own firm. Does this resonate with you on any level, or am I just talking to myself? Let's define manifesting from a personal perspective, and then look at it from a global perspective. After that, we're going to home in on how to do it. So when we talk about manifesting, what's the first thing that we ask? Who are you manifesting for? Is this for you or someone else? Even if you work to manifest things for someone else, you must consider your own needs and manifest those as well. When we're in the airplane, we get those emergency instructions that say, if something goes wrong, first put your mask on so you can then be available to help someone else. So I think in a very real sense, if we're going to talk about manifesting our heart's desire and making things really happen, we have to talk about making them happen for ourselves before we can make them happen for someone else. So what does Robert McAfee say about manifesting in general? He refers to manifesting as attracting lasting results from nothing. And by results, he's talking about anything that we create or attract in the physical world. That could be a car. That could be a house. It could be a relationship or a condition of our body like health or weight. It could be our emotions and our feelings that we experience. All of these are examples of results that necessarily start as an idea, an insight, or an awareness. And so where do these ideas, insights, and awareness come from? Without delving into quantum physics, which we could, because I love Michio Kaku, and without delving into religion or scientifically talking about the evidence that indicates where these ideas come from, let's talk about nothingness as a place that's beyond our physical world, where we experience with our five senses. Let's talk about results that appear to show up magically. We understand that we're really talking about how to create something out of nothing. When we start from nothing, don't we really start from who we are as an entity? From there, we must consider the 11 million bits of information that Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi taught us in the book Flow we have coming at us at every second. And our internal representation systems that he says helps us sort through those 11 million bits, breaking them down to chunks of about 126 bits that we can consciously process. We mix those 126 bits with our attitudes, beliefs, language, gender, and a host of other filters that put us in a certain emotional state. And in that emotional state, we act. Depending on what we've just done, we are going to manifest the results we've been talking about. So in order to harness the law of attraction, we want to start from right there at the rich place where we perceive information and filter that information according to our belief systems, fears, and past traumas. Our value systems, as well as our unconscious cultural and familial programs, create our results. Any permanent change we want to make in our lives will necessarily challenge our values and beliefs. In order to meet this challenge, we need to delve into the murky world of our unconscious or subconscious mind. That is where all of the wannabe demons, secrets, fears, limiting beliefs, and past traumas hide. All of these things are vanquished when we reprogram our unconscious or subconscious mind so that we become a magnet for the things we want in our lives. You have heard me say more than once that meditation is key to successfully reprogramming the unconscious mind. That's because meditation allows you to slow your brain waves down from beta to alpha and beyond. Once you reach this deeper level of mind, you establish a clear line of communication between your conscious and unconscious minds. You can effectuate real, permanent change. Manifestation is a multifaceted subject. It will take us a while to unpack it all. In future episodes of LegalBiz Cafe, we're going to talk more about how our meditation practice is impacted by how we show up in the world in terms of who we are, how we actually define our core self, and what roles we play in the world, including the skills, talents, and abilities that we bring to the table, and the contributions that we offer to the world, and then how all of that plays out in our lives. Won't you join me again, friends, on LegalBiz Cafe? We are going to talk more about how to manifest joy in your business and personal life. I want to thank you for joining me today. I am attorney Shaune B. Arnold, reminding you, as always, to maximize your competence to get the confidence you need to succeed. We'll talk with you next time on LegalBiz Cafe. Bye-bye, friends.